In 1587, more than 100 English settlers arrived on a small island in North America. They came with hope of building a new life in a new world. The island was called Roanoke, but what happened there would become one of the greatest mysteries in American history. 3 years later, a ship returned to the island. The crew expected to find a struggling colony waiting for help. Instead, they found something far more disturbing. The entire settlement was abandoned. Every house stood empty. There were no bodies, no signs of violence, no clues about where the settlers had gone. More than 100 people had simply vanished. Only one strange message remained, a single word carved into a wooden post: Croatoan. The story began when England attempted to establish its first permanent colonies in the New World. In 1587, Governor John White led a group of settlers to Roanoke Island. The group included men, women, and children. They hoped to build a community that would grow into a successful colony. Soon after arriving, a baby girl was born. Her name was Virginia Dare. She became the first English child born in North America. But life in the new colony was extremely difficult. Food supplies were limited, the environment was unfamiliar, and relations with local Native American tribes were tense. The colony desperately needed more supplies from England. Governor John White decided to return to England to gather food, tools, and additional settlers. He promised the colonists he would return quickly, but history had other plans. Shortly after White arrived in England, a massive conflict began. Spain, the most powerful empire in Europe at the time, launched a huge invasion fleet against England. This fleet became known as the Spanish Armada. England prepared for war. Every available ship was needed to defend the country. Because of this war, John White was unable to sail back to Roanoke. Months passed, then years. Nearly 3 years later, in 1590, White finally returned to the island. He hoped to reunite with his family and the settlers he had left behind. But when the ship reached the island, something was terribly wrong. The colony was silent. The houses still stood, but the people were gone. White and his crew searched the area carefully. There were no signs of battle, no burned buildings, no bodies. It was as if the entire population had simply disappeared. Then they discovered the only clue. Carved into a wooden post was the word Croatoan. This was the name of a nearby island and also the name of a Native American tribe living there. White believed the settlers may have moved there for safety, but before he could investigate further, a powerful storm forced the ship to leave the island. He never returned. Over the centuries, historians have proposed many theories. One theory suggests the settlers moved to Croatoan Island and joined the local tribe. Some researchers believe the colonists eventually blended into Native American communities. Other theories suggest the colony was attacked and destroyed by hostile tribes, but there is little evidence supporting this idea. Archaeologists have never found proof of a violent battle. Other explanations are even more mysterious. Some believe the settlers died from famine. Others suggest they were secretly attacked by Spanish forces, and a few theories claim something even stranger may have happened. More than 400 years later, the mystery of Roanoke remains unsolved. More than 100 people vanished without a trace. No one knows exactly what happened to them. The lost colony of Roanoke remains one of history's greatest unsolved mysteries, and all that remains of their story is a single word carved into a tree: Croatoan.